What is up, guys? Ham Productions here, back with another video. Today we're gonna be doing a NFL draft video since the draft is tomorrow. And more specifically, the most players that are like underrated, like guys who aren't getting enough recognition as one they should deserve, I should say. Guys that are projected to be picked in the first and second, and some guys who are gonna projected to be picked, in the third, fourth, fifth, sixth rounds even. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to hit the like, subscribe button, and yeah, let's get started. First underrated prospect is Odunze, and even though he's projected to go inside the top 10, I believe he's better than Malik Neighbors, and even better than Marvin Harrison Jr. I believe he's just better than them. He's got an amazing work ethic. His stats are insane, and his worst game, wasn't even that bad. He still had 64 yards and 5 receptions. These are some amazing games he has right here. This is like he had 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns right there alone. And then the Pac-12 championship, he had 100 yards. In the semifinal, he had 125 yards. And in the championship, where the offense struggled as a whole, he still had 87 yards. And I believe if my Buffalo Bills can trade up and get him, I think this would be the best addition they can make. Like again, this guy's got an amazing work ethic. He works very hard. Like he's a hard worker. He didn't skip the combine. He actually did it even though he was projected. Obviously he's going to be top 10 pick. So yeah, this is an amazing person, amazing guy overall, just an amazing player, you know what I mean? He would be a good fit on any team, and yeah, he's just a good dude. So yeah, I'm rooting for Odunze. I hope he comes to the Bills, but either way, he's an underrated prospect in this year's draft. Next underrated prospect is Kool-Aid McKinstry. Remember when Kool-Aid McKinstry was like projected to go top 10, top 15? Now he's projected to go like in the second round, which is absolutely ridiculous. This is an amazing player. Yeah, he's a bit inconsistent at sometimes, but he's only 21 years old and he's 6'1". That's, in my opinion, pretty tall for a corner. You're matching up with most wide receivers other than, the, big guys, obviously, guys like DK Metcalf. But this guy is a solid player. There's no reason why he shouldn't be drafted in the first round. And it's just because of the combine, which is like why I think combine really shouldn't be a thing anymore. Don't get me wrong, you should definitely be able to scout players, but you shouldn't just let the combine dictate, how good a player is. You should just see it on the field when they're playing, not with these drills and stuff, and the combine and the 4-yard dash. Obviously, he had the Jones fracture in his foot, and yeah, I guess he is inconsistent. But this guy's is still a good player. Again, he was projected to go like top 15 this draft. He was supposed to be as good as Terry and Arnold, his teammate at Alabama. But he got hurt and he didn't go in the combine. People just lost hype about him. This is why I think he's underrated because all these media outlets, whatever, ESPN are all like ranking him as 30th prospect. I wouldn't be surprised if someone takes him in the first round, even though he has like a second round, overall rank. I think he's like 30 right now, so maybe he's projected to go first round, but I doubt it. So yeah, he's underrated at this point. So yeah, Kool-Aid McKinstry, good player. Again, he's only 21. He's 6'1". He's a very underrated prospect. The next underrated prospect is Tyler Nubin. The fact that this dude isn't like a late first round and early second, round, prospect is insane. He is ranked overall third, 69th, and he's third overall of safeties. This is ridiculous. This dude's 6'2", 210. That's pretty big for a safety, I would say. And this dude's awesome. He's only 22, so he's not, got all those extra years in college and stuff. He had a good season this year. He had 5 interceptions with 4 pass deflections and 53 total tackles, 34 solo, and 1 forced fumble. Those are good stats, and I believe whoever drafts him, hoping maybe the Bills can draft him, whoever drafts him is getting an amazing player at, in my opinion, amazing value. I think, he's just a good player overall. He played in Minnesota, and honestly, I could see the Packers taking him. I could see the Bills taking him. Really, I think any team with a safety need should draft him, give him a chance, because in my opinion, he is that good. So yeah, Tyler Nubin, amazing prospect. He's underrated. The next underrated prospect is Blake Corum. The fact that this dude isn't an immediate, like, second to third round pick is insane. A lot of people like to say, oh, he benefited off a good old line. He was on a super team. But what's the difference between him and JJ McCarthy, huh? JJ McCarthy had, the best, pieces imaginable. And, people like to say, oh, well, he's top 5, he's this. But with Blake Corum, it's like, oh, he's not even the best in the class. So he had 27 touchdowns last year. Almost 1,300 yards. That's better than most NFL running backs. And he only played this many games, like 15 games, that's just absolutely ridiculous. And the fact that this guy, isn't even considered to be the best running back in this class is crazy. I understand talent and stuff, but guy on a team with a good old line, I would say maybe like the Eagles, let him, play with Saquon. It's good development for a player like that. He's 23 and he has some injury history, so I can understand why teams won't like him that much. But the fact that, again, he's not even considered the best in the class is crazy. Like, look at these stats. These are ridiculous. And, you can just see his stats in the top right. 258 carries, 1,245 yards, 27 touchdowns in a season. That's crazy. Maybe the Bills could pick him up. I just want to see him on a team with a good O-line just to prove how good this guy is. Because again, he's just super underrated. This guy should be an immediate second round pick, in my opinion. So yeah, Blake Corum, you are underrated. And the final underrated prospect is Malik Washington. The fact that this guy isn't considered a third round pick, like he's projected to go like round 4 or 5, a day 3 guy. This guy is so underrated. I'm trying to look at this game log. Like, look at this. This is ridiculous. This guy's got amazing numbers. I understand playing in the ACC as a Syracuse guy. ACC is like, one of the weakest conferences, but like these numbers are awesome. It's just, I think he was just on a bad team that people underrate him. Like, in my opinion, if the Bills pick him up, they're getting an amazing player. They're getting a solid guy at good value because we have, tons of day 3 picks. Just speaking as a Bills fan, you know, tons of day 3 picks. This guy, he's small. I get it. He's 5'8", but just picking him up, and I think he can be an immediate impact on any team he goes to. I could see him maybe going to the Chiefs if they want to pick him up in D3 or something. I could just see him going to a team that needs like a wide receiver like that with good work ethic. I would say. These are some amazing numbers. Obviously, he had 110 receptions, almost 1,500 yards, or 1,426 yards on 9 touchdowns and a 13-yard average, per reception. So yeah, this guy, in my opinion, amazing player. Again, he's only 5'8", but still, I mean, you got amazing wide receivers in the NFL that are not the biggest guys in the world, obviously. So yeah, I think this guy's super underrated. I think he should be picked in like the second, third, maybe even I would say actually third and fourth. But still, I could see him being a third round pick. Just how his stats are. Again, I understand. ACC not the strongest conference in the world, but still, this dude should be a third round pick easily. So yeah, Malik Washington, you're underrated. Thank you guys for watching to the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for another Hand Productions video.